What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. On today's video, we're going to be looking at a regular neighborhood in Oklahoma City. Just kidding, Kansas City. What's the difference? Right?
A lot of difference, Jose.
So, a lot of times when I do these side records, I get a lot of wind noise. There's not a lot I can do about that. Unfortunately, when the camera's sticking out the side of a car, it's picking up wind noise. So, we're just gonna have to live with it. But this is a kind of a nice neighborhood. We're in Kansas City, north of downtown, north of the Missouri River, and we're kind of by Gladstone, I think it's called. So Kansas City on the north side, Kansas City, Missouri on the north side, and I want to show you guys what a regular neighborhood looks like. Katie, can you see what houses are going for in this little area? And again, if we get a little wind noise, I apologize. I've noticed when we do the side views, we're getting a lot of wind noise. And again, there's not a lot I can do. The phone's literally sticking out the window of the car. So it just lends itself perfectly for wind noise.
150 and up?
For, really? How many one does 150? Not bad. One of these little houses is 150? Oh, snap, for real?
Yeah.
That ain't bad at all.
No.
Because I was looking at some yesterday, and that's not bad. So these houses are under 200,000.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Under 200,000. Okay, so a lot of these houses are just under 200,000. That's not bad at all. Now everything is pending, so it seems like they're affordable, but it's a fast-moving market. It's an affordable. Oh, look, a little squirrel. An affordable but fast-moving market. Doesn't get a lot of snow here.
Really? It doesn't. I looked at the weather. It's pretty mild.
They get less snow than Michigan, though, right?
Yeah.
What I don't get is if they get snow here, why doesn't everybody have a jacked up truck? Why do they all drive these tiny little... Like if it snows 6 inches, you can't drive that anymore. You know? I like the style of these neighborhoods. And I guess the prices aren't too ridiculous. You know, for being within city limits and all. I don't know what property taxes are like here. Fixing up this road. Is that a Pontiac 6000? Oh, it's an Oldsmobile Sierra. People be legitly driving stuff like that out here. Not a bad looking neighborhood. These are just little tiny little are these called ranches? Is that what these are called?
Yeah.
Ranches? I don't know what the proper term is for these types of neighborhoods. I think it's called a ranch. They're cute. Cute little neighborhoods.
Snowfall isn't too bad. It looks like their average in January is 5 inches. February 8, March 2, and then the rest December 2.
Somebody's calling me. I hope it doesn't mess up my video. I thought I put it in do not disturb mode. I'll ignore it. I was almost certain I put it in do not disturb mode. Those were all scam calls. They're all scam calls. Our video's still going.
I looked it up.
What? It doesn't matter. Katie, you don't have a business. Nobody needs to be calling you, bro. Like, you have a... They're calling again. I'm just keep ignoring it. Hope it doesn't ruin my video. They're scammers. They're just bothering you. I don't know, mess up my video. They're going again. They've tried 3 times. If I don't answer once, it means I'm not going to answer, bro. I don't even give a crap what you want. I'm not going to talk to you. Go to voicemail, man. How ignorant do you have to be? Like, just go to voicemail. So annoying, bro. Like, if I don't answer once, I'm not going to answer. Like, just go to voicemail. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, there's times when, like, when the stupid scam calls, they start going back and forth, and then they spend the whole entire day calling you. Like, you'll get days where you get 20 phone calls. You don't have a business, so if somebody calls your phone, what do you need to talk to them about? There's nothing. No one needs to talk. The only person that calls is usually 3 family members, and that's it. You don't need to talk to anybody. If it's not a number you know, you don't need to answer it. If it's important, don't leave a voicemail. I don't know why you have all this etiquette when you're dealing with scammers. Please go. There's a little bit of diversity here. I've seen just people from other places. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be that much diversity this far north. You think most people from other countries, if you're moving to the United States, you move to like Florida or California or something. It's kind of odd that you move to a place like this if you're coming to the United States. I just think if I'm moving to the United States, I want to be somewhere tropical or warmer weather. I love the awnings on that. I know it looks old and outdated and trashy, but I like it. Spectrum are crooks. They don't like Spectrum. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. They don't like the Spectrum company. I know right now we're wasting like 20 gallons per mile. What do you think about this here?
I like it. I like the houses. This is the style I like.
Overall, even like that Walmart,
Yeah.
it seemed kind of trashy. Can I see a map real quick?
Of course.
I think we might be in Gladstone, which is kind of like it's not really within city limits anymore, but it doesn't matter. You get the idea.
We left Gladstone.
Are we in Kansas City now? It doesn't really matter. It's the same area.
Yeah.
There's always a person that timestamps it. At 3:05, you left city limits. Like, whatever, bro. You get the idea. Like, I did one video, I think it was Monroe, Louisiana, where every person that watched the video from that town timestamped it at the time I left city limits. Like, is it really that important to leave
We're
city
in the
limits?
Highland Gardens area.
Can I see a map?
Yeah.
This reminds me of South Louisville before it went to crap.
I really like it.
So if we go to the right, we'll be in Gladstone. We go to the south, you know. Somewhat affordable.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Washing machine. I've seen a lot of scrap metal. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
It means people are spending money. It means people are buying new stuff, you know. To me, it's a good sign. When I go to a place and I see people putting stuff out by the curb, it means they're buying new stuff. It means there's consumerism, which is good. It means if you provide a service, the people in the area are consumers. They're buying, and they're going to use your services. I consider it a very good sign for an area. It's for YouTube.
Okay.
Just let them know because I don't get creeped out by me.
They're
Driving through their neighborhood recording. This kind of reminds me of Perry Hill, Montgomery. I wonder if this gets crazy at night. Like Perry Hill, Montgomery, it's like this. It looks kind of pretty, and you're like, oh, it's kind of pretty. And at night there's like shootings and stuff. I don't know how bad crime is, but that's how Perry Hill's Montgomery.
Yeah.
Got a little park. That's one thing I've learned in my travels is just because a place looks decent and suburban-ish doesn't mean it's not bad and dangerous and crappy. I'm not saying that's the case here. I would love to hear the opinion of the people that live in this area. But from what I've traveled and what I've learned, I definitely have learned that areas that can look suburban and that look kind of, you know, like this can actually be pretty bad. Atlanta's a great example of places that look nice but are crappy. Montgomery's another example of a place that neighborhoods can look nice but they're really crappy. In the case of Perry Hill. The flowers on that tree. That's like the one we had in Alabama. They're well kept neighborhoods, and that's a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, like the houses coming down the crap. You know, houses going to crap is usually like the first sign that it's a bad neighborhood. And most houses here look well kept. They're not spectacular houses, but you know they're kept. You know, how hard is it to keep a house looking pretty? I mean, these houses are 40 years old. They're well built. There's no reason for them not to look nice. You know? Decent sized lots, kind of rolling hills. They don't have to worry about flooding too much, you know. They're up high. But you gotta spend a lot of time in the neighborhood before you can actually figure out if it's good or bad, you know. Sometimes all it takes is one person to join. I love how pretty the houses on each side of the road are. The color themes they got going on, they're just real pretty houses. It's pretty. And this is not the best type of neighborhood in the city. This is just kind of like something in the middle of that box square shit. The street might have more traffic. It's kind of a Lincoln. It reminds me of Columbus, Ohio. Remember that one neighborhood we're in? Columbus, Ohio. Oh, nice. Go ahead. Problem that I would see, and this city is very well integrated. It seems like diversity is everywhere. The kind of problem that I kind of see with the city is like just the weather. I feel like it would just be awfully depressing. But even right now, it's 46 and you can be out and about. That's not bad.
You don't even need a jacket.
I'm not worried. I took my jacket off. It's 46, but it's kind of like there's no humidity. So
It just feels refreshing.
look at these houses. They're all the same, kind of line up the same. They look kind of pretty. These are going to run about 200,000 when they're like this. A little bit bigger, kind of like a Roger underneath or whatever. They're worth a little bit more. These might be worth a whole lot more. These might be in the 200s for sure. They're definitely bigger. Alright guys, so that's what a normal neighborhood in Kansas City looks like. Kansas City, Missouri. These are prettier. Like some of these are real pretty. I like how they're all different. There's so much to look at, you know? Alright guys, you kind of get the idea. Check it out.